Hello everyone, it's dragonplatinum here, and today we are back again with Playing Crazy. Now today we're going to be trying to build ourselves a custom aircraft. I haven't built anything custom in a little while. Like, I did build my custom sort of submarine and all that kind of stuff, but I haven't built a custom aircraft in a while, and I kind of really wanted to. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to build ourselves a custom aircraft. But really quickly, just before the video begins, guys, I want to say thank you guys so much for 25,000 subscribers. We hit it just a couple days ago, and if you're not already subscribed, go down below, hit that big red button. It really helps out the channel and helps support me quite a lot. Alright, so let's get to work. I have a concept in mind, and I'm really hoping it's not already been done before. I have no idea if it has, but my idea is going to be extremely simple. Basically, we're going to take the back half of the plane and just chop it off and kind of build from there. I don't know if that really makes a whole lot of sense, but I just kind of want to see if we can take the whole plane's concept and just make it a lot smaller and more compact. Alright, so I'm not exactly sure what the overall shape is going to kind of look like here. I'm just kind of experimenting. I kind of want it to balloon out so it's more of like a flying disc almost, but not a flying disc, if that makes sense. It's not gonna have your traditional kind of fighter plane or just normal plane shape. It's gonna be kind of extended out a bit, I think. I don't really know how I want this to look, but I just want to see if I can make it look as cool as possible. And actually, the more that I'm kind of working at this, it does kind of feel like it's going to be taking on a more futuristic kind of aspect to it, and it's not going to look anything like that, like a normal plane. It's going to look kind of futuristic and kind of impossible, I would imagine, to actually make in real life. But if it can fly and Playing Crazy, then that's really all that matters to me. And I think the best thing about building random custom builds is that it does not matter what I do. Technically speaking, I can't really mess up, and I can't get a detail wrong, because it's my own build. It's not anybody else's, and so I get to decide kind of what goes into this and what exactly this is going to totally look like. But I think it's going to turn out pretty darn cool. I've got kind of a cool concept for how the cockpit is going to look like. It actually kind of looks like I want to say kind of like a falcon at the front, but it looks kind of cool right now. Now, I am going to need some motor locking to actually make this work properly, but right now, what I'm seeing, I think the design looks really cool and really promising. So yeah, let's start our motor lock, get that put together, and just start working on it. Custom things are so cool, and it's fun building from things in real life, because obviously when you see them in game, that's always super cool. But I love custom stuff, and it's always fun making it. So hopefully we can pull this off correctly. Also, as we can see, we've got the couch of onlookers. But that's quite a few people actually watching me do this live. Wow, there's even people up there. Okay. Oh, there's people over there. There is people everywhere. Okay, unfortunately, I just kind of crashed into the server, and it did not save any of my work, so I'm just really quickly here trying to rebuild everything that I can remember. It's not probably going to look exactly the same, but I'm going to try my best here and fix it up at least the way that I think it was, and then maybe I'll go back and tweak it. But I think we've got pretty much the same design down. Hopefully, I'm really hoping I do. Okay, so this is how we are going to attach our wings. It's gonna look a little bit weird, I will say that, but I do think in the end it could look kind of cool, and might make our plane design really, really unique. It'll definitely be unique, I'll tell you that. But let's just see if we can grab some wing panels here and just kind of play around with it. Obviously, there is no right way to do this, so I'm just going to try to guess around, make some things happen here, and hopefully I come up with a design that I think looks really cool. Alright, first little wing test here. I just kind of want to see what this looks like. Okay, so a little bit too far out the front, but I think we've got something that could work here. Let's just put this back into build mode. So what if I just kind of bring this in a little bit more and maybe do something with that? I'm not too sure just yet, but I think we're on to something. Alright, so second test here looks kind of promising. I think I want maybe a little bit more of a slope going on here, but very promising for a second attempt, and I think, yeah, just more slope right in here. I think that could look really cool. Okay, I've just changed the design one last time here, because I thought this would look kind of interesting, and I think it does. I do kind of like the look of that from the front. Obviously, we need to color it a little bit, but I think we've got a winner in the design department right now. Now, I might extend the back of this just a little bit more to have it like kind of round off a bit, but what we've got so far is promising, and I'm going to keep working with it. That looks really, really promising. It's like flying a giant wing. I think this is going to work without issues. Maybe messing around with the control is going to be a little bit weird, but for the most part, I think we're going to be good. Alright, so I managed to add in one of the intakes on the one side. I think it looks kind of cool. It's really simple, but you know what? That is totally okay. I want to see if I can just lift this thing up for a second. Let's just push this guy into the air a bit. There we go. So yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. Super simple stuff, but I think it's going to add a lot and make this build look a whole lot more plain-like, I think. I don't know. Actually, I'm not really sure, but we'll see, and I'm really happy with what we've got so far. So as you can see, I have attached the intakes on both sides now, so it actually looks nice and complete. From the back, it also comes up into our main sort of thruster thing. And so what I'm thinking right now, and this is going to be a little bit complicated, but we need to work on movement next. Movement is an extremely important thing, and what I'm thinking is that we are going to take this area here as one gigantic control surface and see if somehow I can make it function properly, and then we'll have our second sort of control surface, or like another flap, right around here near the end. Again, not exactly sure if this is going to work beautifully, but I'm just going to try it, see how it goes. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, and we'll try something new. But so far, things are looking really good. Okay, so this is the idea I had. It does look a little bit odd, and I wonder if there's another way I could do this. I wonder, maybe if I took it up a little bit higher, motor locked it from above, and then there would be like no seams, I think. Also, this is kind of weird. It looks like I can flap with the flap. That's kind of funny. But actually, let's just try flying this really quickly. I want to just see if this actually has the ability to take off. Come on, little flap. There we go. Okay, so it can dive bomb, which is kind of useless, but yeah, so. Oh, designing new aircraft is kind of hard. Just a little bit hard. I don't know how people do this in real life, because I'm just working with plain crazy physics and not real physics. Okay, let's try this out. I have no idea if this is going to work, but I want to try a different. Okay, so yeah, that is what I was hoping would happen. As you can see, when it's flying like perfectly straight, it looks like nothing is actually there, but then when we actually like activate it, boom, suddenly we have ourselves a wing flap, and we can kind of move around and stuff. Okay, so that does actually work, and I think that's kind of an interesting design. Now, now I just need to kind of figure out the rest of it, but that is good. That is really good. Alright, so I've managed to add on the other flap here, and as you can see, it does work properly. Now, it does also like slow down the plane a whole bunch, but for the most part, it doesn't really do a whole lot, so I'm not too terribly worried about that. Now, I need to add on the other flap, and I wonder if it would be better if I used the ones on the inside for turning and the ones on the outside for going up, but I don't know yet. I'm just doing some very basic testing, but I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, at least when we're not crashing into mountains. Okay, I've just switched the controls around a little bit more. Hopefully this helps a tiny bit. As you can see, we're flying just fine. It feels so strange to actually be flying it, but it works well. It's just kind of slow. So I wonder if maybe I need to pop a few more engines into it, maybe around the front, I think. I don't know. It's such a strange plane. Alright, let's try this. We've got a little bit more power now. We should be able to move a little bit faster. Let's get up in the air. Okay, everything is good. Still kind of going up with the nose a bit. Might need to find out how to fix that a little bit. But it feels a little bit better to control. I must say, it does feel a little bit better. And like it does feel like a really, really slow handling kind of clunky plane, but it works. And for a plane that doesn't exist, that's pretty good. And actually, really quickly, let me just adjust. Maybe it's the max angle that might not also be exactly doing wonderful things for it. So let's just adjust this to 30, and maybe this will allow it to turn and like go up and down a little bit quicker without losing so much airspeed. So let's just see if we can get up in the air here. There we go. Okay, we still lose a little bit of airspeed. Oh, what is happening? Oh, one of our things is stuck. Oh god, that's not good. Okay, let's... Oh no. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, that was not good. Let's see if we can actually bring this thing back down to Earth really quick here. Yeah, this will not be the fastest maneuvering plane in the world by any means, but this did give us a little bit more airspeed and doesn't seem to slow us down as much, which is a good thing. And I think this is what we're going to stick with. So, oh god, we are stuck on this again. That's not good. I might need to adjust the torque a little bit, but overall, I think the flaps are finally finished, and I just need to adjust the balance now. Alright, so I managed to add some landing gear that is custom landing gear, but I am not a huge fan of it. Maybe I need to make it a little bit smaller, I'm not too sure, but I think I might just go with stock landing gear. It doesn't look as good, but really, I don't think that like custom landing gear is really going to do a whole lot of favors for this build. At least I don't think it will, so yeah, I might just go with stock landing gear for this one. Alright, let's try out this landing gear here. Yeah, stock landing gear, although not as good as custom landing gear, is going to work really, really well for this situation. So let's just start it up here and actually see if we can take off with it. No problems, easy peasy, folds in nice. Now I just need to fix up the balance issues and obviously patch the giant hole we have in the top, and then I think we should be good to go from there. Alright, just finished patching up the giant hole that we had in the roof. Let's do a quick takeoff here. A little bit of a rough one, but that's okay. I think that we are pretty much perfectly balanced, or as perfectly balanced as we really can be. This thing flies very, very straight, which is good to see. And obviously turning is pretty slow, and like gaining altitude is also pretty slow. But for the most part, it functions really well. It is pretty fast, and I think it looks really cool. So, you know what? Let's go take it to the paint shop, give it a paint job, and see what it turns out to look like. Alright guys, so there we go. There is my plane. I need to come up with a name for it. I'm thinking something like the Falcon or something like that, just because that's kind of what the nose reminds me of. But for the most part, this is a really interesting look at actually trying to build my very own plane. It does not function amazingly. Like, it works, it flies really, really well. It just, the only problem is it does not maneuver insanely quick. But, I mean, we've got, like, we're missing basically half a plane, and I think that what we've got right now is really, really, really good. I went for more of like a futuristic kind of take on a plane, and I think I really pulled it off here. And for the most part, I'm happy with it. I think it turned out awesome. And if I had a little bit more time, I'd go over and I'd give it a better looking paint job. But yeah, I think it turned out really cool. So anyways guys, that's really all I've got for this Plane Crazy video. Hopefully you guys like my custom plane. Hopefully it's not based off of anything that I do not know about, and then somebody in the comments is going to say, oh yeah, it looks exactly like this, because that would really, really suck. But if it does look similar to anything, let me know down in the comments below, because I'm always very curious as to where I pull my ideas from. But I don't think I've seen anything like this ever before, and I think it's totally custom. But again, I could always be wrong. But anyways guys, that's really all I've got for this video. So hey, if you guys liked this video, feel free to give it a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, guys, it's Dragon Platinum, signing out. Peace out, guys. Bye!